Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So for now, I will start with tonight's show. So reports reaching me from Fabrizio Romano. Now, in fact, Victor Keres, who everybody is expecting maybe go play the Bayern Munich game. So it on the out of the clash. And when you listen to what Ateta said in the press conference, you also know why the guy said they out. So Ateta not explicitly talk and say, okay, it's gonna be out. He said they won't do more scans, but Romano, I don't know, maybe don't get scoop. So you can say the guy no go involve for that Bayern game, he no go even day for the squad. So that one saved this. So I see how the report was put out because when you look at Fabrizio Romano's page, they say breaking. Gyökeres will be out for Bayern versus Arsenal as he is not ready. So, which means now Merino now go involved for that game. And if you check, you know, say today I was even asking between Merino and Gyökeres, who now will even prefer make the person day for the game. Away from that, so we want to hear from the Manchester Evening News. Say Man City title verdict as Alan Shearer reveals why Arsenal can still be caught. Now, Alan Shearer got to talk say 6 points where Arsenal use a gap the second place. You know they too much like that to get. Him still believe say Man City fit still do that their run wey dem dey always do. Say I would still say Man City can still catch them because we've seen City after Christmas do it. They are used to that. They can do it, and we know that. Shearer said it's different because defensively they are not as good as they have been, but because they have been there and know what to expect, I would still say it would be Manchester City. Yes. Say na Man City in the series go fit still like Bera try and do one or two things. Now, even Michael Richards also come dey talk say almost City fit run am you get because no say City na a former club. So this is City fit run am, although the guy can talk about Chelsea also as one of the possible candidates to be crown champions this time. He say I would say Man City as well, but Chelsea can beat anyone on their day. I think they can put in some really good performances as we saw with the Club World Cup, but I don't think they have enough at the moment to go all the way, but they are improving. All these people they talk say Man City go do their run, Man City go their run. Where was Man City last season? Why they no do that run? I mean, shey dem do the run maybe and I mean no fit remember. Shey dem do the run last season after Christmas they just beat at in the end of the season, they just beat everybody like say tomorrow no dey. Did they do the run? So why they no fit grasp the fact say that era of Man City knocking everybody, going that run, doing all those things, that era is over. They don't have that team to do those runs again. Like why they no fit understand am? Say e no possible. In fact, I can tell you for free, the only person wey make Man City dey like in contention in the grand scheme of things na just Alan. If Alan get ACL today now, say till the end of the season, this Man City wey you dey see no go make top four. This Man City wey you see, they no go make top four. I can tell you for free. So Eliana is the only person driving them. That is why if you can cage him and keep him quiet, nothing, nothing. Well, they read nothing. They no go see nothing to not like nothing to write home about. But you cannot look at Arsenal and say the same thing because look at the way we play this season now. Don't be like before, where we say now only the right flank they activate. See this season, for the first time in a long while, we carry Martinelli put for bench from side the start. Look at how that left side has become activated. Left the bar, right the bar, middle the bar. Compare that to previous seasons. That is one of the biggest differences in Arsenal this season. That we are a threat in all ramifications. We want to talk about aerial duels, we want to talk about aerial threats, we want to talk about threats from the left, from the middle, from the right. Now, strategic planning, the way we take buy players, our recruitment policy, top notch, play 400 over 100, you get. So that is why when I hear people like Shearer and Michael Richards, even at Gary Neville and Co. come out and say, yes, Man City can still do it. I say, I just leave all those people, Jare. They see, they in denial. You get, more just the watch. She been at this season all of us day. Christmas. Nobody December won't enter, so go enter Christmas now. We go see the Man City. She been at Pep is the man say, now the league starts. As league starts, you can't lose your first match of the season. Where they talk say now the league has started. Oh yeah, that do wahala. All right, away from that. Let's bring you the press conference. This I think I don't do press conference to the end of the Champions League match. You won't play against Bayern. So the transcripts are out. So make I just quickly go through them. Now, on still feeling the energy from our 4-1 win over Tottenham Hotspur, he said, yes, I do. And we have to make sure we carry that energy back to the stadium tomorrow, to each individual, and play with the same dominant aggression and efficacy against a top side. Now, on if Martinelli and Madueke are in contention, he said, yes, confirm. Say they are. And we are going to have a meeting now to decide on Martin Odegaard. He was very close for the previous game, so we are hopeful that tomorrow he can be in the squad as well. Apart from the fact, say Ateta talk about this Odegaard, the rumor don already dey fly before Ateta press conference. Say Martin Odegaard already resume full training today. Like he don't join the training full time. You get, you follow them, the guy, you get. And make I still add this extra one before we go back to the press conference. Also, Gabriel Jesus, he don't do for the full first team training for Arsenal today ahead of the game against Bayern. Although I don't really expect him to be in the squad, but Arteta will decide at the end of the day. Now, on how Keres and Kai Havertz are progressing in their rehabilitation. So Arteta also confirmed, say really, really good, both of them. Like in the next few days now, they are going to have a repeat scan to see how everything is and where we can push them for the weekend, which means the expectation now, no be Bayern, the expectation is Chelsea. But we got to do scan, not just on Gyökeres alone, Gyökeres and Kai, to confirm the recovery. Say truly, truly, the problem we then get, you don't go. You get, so we need to confirm it. Once that has been confirmed, then we expect the players to be available for Chelsea and not really Bayern. And me, I don't really have an issue with that because you see this Bayern match, even if we lose them, that's the worst case scenario. Say we lose them, we are still in good standing. You get, we are still in good standing. But you see that Chelsea match, Baba, we no fit lose am because all things being equal, we expect Manchester City to beat Leeds. Who be Leeds now? We expect them to beat Leeds. So which we must make sure say as in because they go first us play. As in they play Champions League today now, then go play on Saturday. As they play Champions League tomorrow, we will go play on Sunday. So the expectation is they beat Leeds, they cut the point to 4 points, and we beat Chelsea and take it back to 7 points. Get so now so we dey run and they go. Once we don comot Chelsea comot for road, then the next fixtures wey we go dey get, e no go be like all those top games. Although those ones na teams say we fit still drop points. All those Brentford, the Aston Villa, them, yeah, but they are still beatable, right? So now so it just be. Now let's go back to the press conference. Now, they come dey ask Arteta how Nkapi perform for as he replaced Gabriel Magalhaes. So you say, well, big credit to Pierre Nkapi because that's a massive challenge to have your Premier League debut starting against your biggest rivals in a really special day against top players up front. To replace Gabriel Magalhaes, it's not easy at all, but he did it in a really convincing way. That's his personality. As I said before, he's a warrior. He's somebody that faces any challenge, and he certainly did that on Sunday. I know we like all of us, we see him clear. Now, on if we are one of the elite European teams, or if we need to beat a team like Bayern to become one, they say, I don't know. If you talk about performances and consistency, hopefully, yes. But to consider that in terms of the trophies at that level, I mean, we have never won the Champions League in our history. And Bayern have won it 6 times. So we are nothing compared to Real Madrid and a different universe. So, well, we are getting there. We are going to get there. Now, on how much beating Bayern will give us that belief that we can challenge on all fronts. You get. So you say yes, we had the same question before Sunday, and great, we won it, and then we go and then you finish the game and they won it. It's Bayern Munich, and now we are going to do Bayern Munich, and we are going to try to beat them for sure, and then it's going to be Chelsea. And this is how ruthless at the moment the schedule is. It's demanding. But at the same time, how privileged we are to be involved in these incredible games. Like, we are very, very happy to be here. Some people, they will say, they know the Champions League, they know the Europa League, all those kind of Manchester United now. They would wish, so then they our position, you get. Because as a top team, you have to be playing this type of games. Now, on the challenge of reintegrating injured players when the levels are so high, you say, especially because they've been out for a long period of time, 6, 7, 8 weeks, and that's quite a long time. But to be fair, when I see them in training today, and as well as how willing they are, all of them to play a part to start, ideally in the camp is great. So they seem to be in a good place. We have to manage that because we have a very demanding weak and opponent, but they will manage to bring it, which is great to see, and the results are great. Then they come they ask and say, okay, how did they keep players calm? Like some players will be say they know they play, but they won't play. Like how did they manage all these players? I think I talk plenty before they can't even bring up the question of Eberechi and Odegaard. Like how you go take decide who go play, who no go play, because Odegaard na captain, na visionaire, is good. Class is permanent, obviously, form is temporary, but presently Eze seems to be in form. So how you go take manager, who go start, who no go start? I think I can confirm say I do because the priority is for the team to be as efficient as possible and to win football matches as a priority number one. And they are going to have to deal with those situations. Players are going to have to merit to play, and the higher the standards each individual puts in, the higher the level of the team, the higher the level the team is going to be. So we are going to have to live with that in a really positive way because it's something extraordinary. The Koko be say, as Eze dey informed, make Eze continue to do wetin Eze dey do. That's just the way everybody, like majority, see it. Now, on if every position in the team should be competed for, he said it is, and it has to be. I'm thankful that we have improved the depth of the squad and the quality compared to previous years as well, because it's going to be more needed than ever. Football this season compared to last season is already different. And 3 seasons ago, it was a different league, and I wanted to be conscious of that. The other teams and the Kinikon, oh, I just smile, I just keep down. Now, on if Sunday's atmosphere was the best his experience, Ateta spoke about that. Now, on all our 4 goals, especially, myself, I even forget to talk about this. All the 4 goals we will score against Spurs, we will not score anyone from set piece. They were all open play goals. But none of the pundits said something about that because they are always critical of us. Oh, set piece FC. Oh, set piece again, ole ole. Oh, this and that. But now we gave them 4 from open play. Nobody said anything to say, it's like Arsenal no longer set piece FC. Oh, Arsenal now creative. Go and check the table. How many goals anybody like who don't score the highest goals? I think we are tied with Manchester City, if I'm not mistaken. Even if they will pass us, maybe now one. Nobody don't score pass us. Even if anybody maybe one, you know, reach 2 or 3 they pass us. Then when you can't check goal difference now with the top based on say we don't concede less, everybody don't concede higher. I think we concede maybe like 5, 6 goals. So far, so good. You get the Champions League, we never really concede anything again. So when you look at all this, like I did very happy say yes, you are seeing that creative aspect of us now. You get very, very good. Everybody they put in their own efforts, so it's good. Now, on if this is the biggest challenge of the season so far, well, every opponent brings different challenges. That's Bayern. Whether Bayern now the biggest challenge you don't face, based on say Bayern are a very, very good attacking team. You get so now well, every opponent brings different challenges. They are in a great moment. The level of consistency they show in resource, performance, in every metric that they have, it's very, very impressive. We know that, and that's a massive opportunity for us to show what we are capable of doing. Yes. Now, on how we will take approach this particular game, we say that the same way we take approach every other game to win them. We know how important the match is. We are in a really strong position. We want to maintain that for sure, and we know that we have a beautiful and very demanding game ahead of us. Now, on if Ateta is looking forward to the challenge, oh, don't you talk about Bayern, Jerry. That now, dear me, I end the press conference because the press conference is too long. I just speak out some notable areas of the press conference where I won't really talk about. Get now, nobody Ateta the interview. Timber did there. In fact, the first interview Timber before you come ask Ateta questions. Now, Timber can talk about the unity in our squad. Now, Simba called the talk say, as the squad day now, I'm just trying to get like for him now because the first president say, in fact, the first tell him one quote we got every talk, so now be the best fullback for the league. So he got to talk say, well, I'm just trying to get better every game, every day. What I think is also the environment, the culture we have here. I think everyone is trying to push each other. We have a big squad, so also we have to push each other, but we are also trying to win something. So I think I'm in the right environment to better myself and become the best version of myself. I think the whole team is together. On and off the pitch, we are great together. I think the energy, the togetherness, and the unity that we need to use and bring to the pitch every game. Like Baba talk plenty. I just be very happy with all these Arsenal players. They have this emotional intelligence. They know how to discuss, how to communicate in the media, how to portray the team in good light and good standing. Very, very key. That's the really teacher for school to get. It's like you have that quality or you don't have it. Now, away from that, they call they ask and slot, say, Baba, what did they saw? What did they happen? I just they lose. I just they lose anyhow. He said, I take the responsibility. In fact, I feel guilty for it. As a manager, I try to lead by example and even try harder. To be honest, I didn't expect to be in this situation. The way we go about it tactically and the quality of players that we have, saying like instead of shocking, no believe it they happen. He said the number of goals we considered is close to ridiculous. He said no, it's close to ridiculous for a club like us. Like this time last season, we considered zero set pieces goals, zero. But this season is nine, nine. Ah, Omo, he said it's shocking. So at the end of the day, he said there are no excuses. The situation is ridiculous. It's unbelievable. Yes, quite understandable. Now, Clinton Morrison, when they look the title race, come say, see, you see this weekend, a massive week for Chelsea. Forget say maybe just they play back at today, but we'll leave that one. Say if Chelsea beats Arsenal, that means Chelsea are in the title race. Anything make Chelsea just beat Arsenal. You get because you got to say Chelsea have spent so much money. When will Chelsea come out with their full chest and say yes, we are competing for the league? Okay, why did you spend all those money? Did you spend the money to just come to Champions League and that is all? So they say na big like if to say no be say Arsenal beat Spurs, maybe if to say we lose now, we go dey 3 points ahead of Chelsea, just 3 points. If Chelsea come beat us now, we're the same points. But because we won, we are now 6 points ahead of them, creating that buffer. So if Chelsea beat us at the bridge, it can't be 3 points. Yes, then 3 points is nothing. That means say title race has been blasted wide open. I'll take it Morris in the talk, but personally, I don't go lie for you, and I don't see Arsenal losing at Chelsea. Honestly, I don't see that happening. Now, now Arsenal call let us know say Trossard for Arsenal. Like Trossard has more goals and assists than anybody else because no Arsenal player has more goals and assists than Trossard this season. Underrated, underappreciated. 5 goals and 5 assists. That's 10 goal contributions in as much games that he has played this season. And I'm tempted to agree because this guy they put in so much work, but they really get that praise, that encomium. They really get that. But don't worry, Baba, your reward is in heaven. Now, Florian Plettenberg, aka Pletigo, one of the journalists of this Sky Sports, call the dog say he understand from what the sources they tell him. Say Liverpool are seriously working on Antoine Semenyo for the winter window, and concrete talks have already taken place. Liverpool are fully aware that his release clause is around 70 million, which means they are willing to trigger it. Now, Liverpool wants him. There's heavy competition with other top English sides involved. Bayern are currently not in the race. The 25-year-old versatile winger is under contract with Bournemouth until 2030. Arsenal at this point are not in the race, even though Semenyo has officially acclaimed that he's an Arsenal fan. You get just like a very cheesy. Would I want us to go and get him? Yes, of course. Will Arsenal go for him? I don't really know. So we'll just watch and see how everything will unfold at the end of the day. Let me bring you a message from one of our sponsors in Super Eagles Supporters Club of Nigeria. So they're calling you to come and provide support and cheerleading to our darling Super Eagles. So if you're interested, no waste time. Contact Mr. Prince Ademola Alawode on 08034215314. The numbers at the bottom of the screen, and they're also on Facebook, on IG, Super Eagles Supporters Club of Nigeria. So don't hesitate to get in touch with him ASAP. Also, we have another message from Mr. Uche who wants to sell this Toyota RAV4 2007 model. This is an American car. This is a Tokumbo car. You get so 6-cylinder engine, 5 seats capacity. Then the mileage is 110,225 kilometers. The car is very, very affordable. Mr. Uche wants to 10 million naira. So if you're interested, contact her for WhatsApp on +2347038869667. Here are other pictures of the vehicle in case you are interested. So get in touch with him ASAP on WhatsApp. The number is at the bottom of the screen. Don't hesitate to contact him. Now, away from that, so Dimitri Berbatov, call the talk say, as e dey like this, title race still dey open. But basically, maybe Arsenal they lead 6 points. Say 6 points na nothing. Na wetin use the man talk. Say 6 points na nothing. You get. Say you look and say anybody don't run away with the team because they ask him whether Arsenal's consistent and impressive form means the title race is all but over. I say no, it's not over at all. You get 6 points is a good question, but in the Premier League, it's nothing and it can go very, very quickly. A big game at the weekend now as Arsenal come to the bridge where it's going to be a big game. Premier League, I consider the talk. So the thing is, wetin dey talk no be lie. 6 points no really big like that. You get, no really big. But me, I know dey focus on Chelsea. I dey focus on Manchester City. So for me, na 7 points. 7 points because who be Chelsea? I think you look Chelsea. Na 7 points. In fact, me and one of my Chelsea fans we dey banter to that and say, if they win back, I make I know why. Make I know how they want to run am. So they play back at tonight. As I dey record this video, I don't really know wetin they play now because match don already start. Get so, but I go still take a sneak peek into what is going on Now, according to say Arsenal, they closely monitor this Spanish midfielder wey they call Rodrigo Mendoza. You get so say Arsenal they weigh up a move for the guys. They really they interested. This guy they play for Elche. Now defense now midfielder MB. You say Elche self they almost knack Real Madrid. So I don't know whether I make everybody they monitor some of the players who then gets there because they say the guy they play very well, saying good, but more just the watch. I don't know, Sha. In fact, after they even they record the video, Bayern Leverkusen don't bust net score Manchester City. No, so Man City rest earlier, and not that one at their own cup of rice. This HA guy, I never really watch and play. Get now only that Real Madrid match. The first time me, I did watch them when they play, but more just do. I just hope say Arsenal know what they're doing. If they're going for him, then he's doing something quite good. So Moko bring you message from another of our sponsor in Mobile World Associates and Co Limited. They're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shop protection works. They are also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 80646422 34, and they're located at number 7 Ekenwo Road or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. So, my dear Arsenal lovers, the biggest news of the night. Let me the fact say Romano let us know so UK is nobody available for the Arsenal Bayern clash, which is quite sad. But no, while we are in safe hands with Mikel Merino. So, with that being said, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. So, come your way later tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. Then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Good night, and then I'll get out. All right, guys. Ciao.